Deep into the night, as the world is consumed all around by thunder and shower of rain, Scarlet takes me, and I her. Much of our clothing remains, for the most part, as it is. My shirt, half unbuttoned. Her shirt, and even her jacket wraps tightly around her, warmth against the chill air of our world. My hands still find a way up the back of her shirt, if only so that they might dig in their nails, burrow scars deep into the back of this woman who weighs me down with her contempt. All around us, beyond the sealed metal shutter and the glass of the window, the lightning tears through the sky, the water seeking to drown the world below, and the neon lights bear witness as I give in the worst of myself, as I give in to the person everyone tells me I used to be. Hatred is a shallow lie you tell yourself, Aria Moon. That is what they whisper to tell me. And when it is over, our eyes lock together. And in that moment, the hatred falls away. I can get a grip of who I am now. If I can just become a new person and abandon the woman whose past and legacy are corrupting my future. And it is now, that feeling, a flicker of a scent, lost in the wind of a quiet afternoon, returns to me. It whispers from her eyes. I lean down, lips parting, ready to kiss her. But before my lips reach hers, another bolt of lightning rips the air apart, and thunder booms in the scent of a love long gone, shatters like raindrops on the ground. In my mind, I push back the voice of the neon lights and curl my nails deep into Scarlet's bare shoulders, my eyes finally leaving hers. In that brief moment of harmony and divinity that found me, dies in the lightning and hatred, in the toxicity of who I become in this moment. It is deep into the night when exhaustion conquers us, forcing a stalemate, though that anger still grips firmly to our minds. And when it is done, Scarlet and I sit on opposite sides of the too small bed, staring at the storm. It seems to be tapering off. Our legs stretch out toward each other, intertwining. Half the fibers of my mind are cautioning me against this. What just happened? It wasn't healthy. I know it wasn't. As I look to Scarlet and take in the features and expressions on her face, as I see the furrow in her brow and the way she rolls her upper lip back and forth, I can see that she's thinking the same thing. I return my attention to the rain, forcing out the thoughts of what just happened, burying them deep in my mind. The rain pours down, striking a consistent rhythmic beat into the earth. I can hear it even though I cannot see it. It's so much more simple that way. Briefly, I consider this to be the life I want. Let me march on my set path. Let me fall for an instant break on the earth. And there it ends. Let me be like rain. Scarlet says nothing as she climbs across the bed to me, her arms shaking, weariness flooding her limbs and her eyes. She lays herself on the bed next to me, alongside me. Her head finds the pillow, and her eyes drift shut. I lie with her, staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep. I count 7 bullet holes in this ceiling, and a voice at the back of my head confirms my suspicion. Of course, it was me who put the holes there. Everything I've learned about myself in these last 2 days is certain of who I used to be. The last Aria was a disastrous human. I look from the destroyed room to the bullet holes in the ceiling, to the woman lying at my side. All of them shared in common the crimes of Aria the Fifth. What did I do to make her hate me so much that she would hurt me, yet make her want me so much that she keeps returning? And though my memories have not yet returned, my impulses are coming back. And what happened tonight? It scares me. That mix of violence and care that drove my muscles and my body, it scares me. The night passes me by, and sleep does not find me. Only the thoughts and fears of my past returning, like a ghost with murderous intent. In her sleep, Scarlet snores, ever so slightly, and my hand, acting beyond and without the guidance of my conscious thought, stretches to her bare back and strokes a thin line down her back, just an inch to the right of her spine. And as my fingers brush that bare skin, her snoring slowly fades away. No, I think to myself. There was good in who I used to be. There has to have been. After all, as our bodies locked together, beneath the boiling emotions at the surface, there was something gentle beneath. Something that drove me to try and kiss her. Something that drove me mere moments ago to calm this sleeping figure, knowing exactly where to stroke her back. I blink away an oncoming single tear and turn away from Scarlet. Sitting up in my bed, I lean past Scarlet to the metal shutter directly behind the bed. I open it, allowing the dim neon light to shine through my window and illuminate the room. I wonder how long it's been since a comforting darkness has wrapped itself around the people of this city. I stand, careful to avoid the fragments of broken glass that litter the floor, and approach the desk. The sheets of paper scattered across it seem messy, with lines crisscrossing them and notes and observations scrawled across them in shaky handwriting. I sit on the chair, and as I do so, my right hand automatically slips to one of the desk drawers, second from the top, and opens it. I allow the action to continue, curious to see where the impulse, yet another muscle memory, is taking me. But I stop when I see my hand reaching into the drawer and clinking past a half-empty bottle of scotch. I pull my hand back and release a heavy sigh. Of course, that was the first instinct of my body on sitting down to work. I shut the drawer and return to the notes on the table, scanning them for relevant information. The sheet at the top seems to be notes on a case, but most of the ink is beginning to fade. I squint and try to make out the text. Drykor won't give me access to their security camera footage. Company policy or some nonsense. No access of security footage to contractors. I'm not quite sure how they expect me to find Silverstone's corporate spy if I can't rewatch old footage. I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way and get a disguise on. I hope my old bald cap is still around, but I think I saw a rat chewing on it the other day. That prick, Conrad, keeps writing me for the rent, but he's not getting anything till he deals with the rodent problem. Well, that and I don't have money to pay it, but that'll be our little secret. As I read through the notes, it becomes more clear to me that what Aria the Fifth was doing. Most of the ink, the original text, was fading due to its age. The other ink were notes that number 5 was making. One of the sentences was underlined. No access of security footage to contractors. I turn the page around, and sure enough, a new paragraph has been added to the page in more recent ink. Yesterday, Drycor's camera policy was passed into law across Harmony City. I don't think I've ever seen the mega corporations agree on a universal law before, not with my own eyes and ears. There's a vague memory in the far distance that Aria the Fourth, or Number 4, as I'll call her, of the Corps, doing something similar, but that was a long time ago. I'll have to ask Fidget about it, though I'm not sure if I can trust her. It hurts me to say that after everything she's been through, after everything No, it's not safe to keep going with that sentence. Not here, I think. Luckily, Fidget can't read written text, not pen on paper. And if I have my way with tomorrow's operation at the HoloNet Solutions offices, they won't be patching in a fix for that anytime soon. I hold back the gasp, threatening to leave my parted lips. When was this written? I don't see a date, and I can't judge by ink how long it's been. What did Number 5 do at the HoloNet Solutions offices? Did it prevent Fidget from reading text on paper? I hesitate to ask her. And what has Fidget been through? What did Number 5 know? Who was she? Who was she really? Who will I become if her impulses continue to find me, and if her memories ever come back? Is it worth it for me to forge my own identity? To become a person with my own thoughts and emotions? To connect with these people around me? What happens when my memories return? Who do I become? Do I want to become this person? I ask these questions within my mind, but Fidget remains offline, and no answers come to me. Instead, I cast my eyes over the room, over the trash and filth on the floor, and the glass scattered everywhere. I look down at my bare body, shivering in the cold. First, I put on a pair of pants and button up my shirt. Next, I grab the trash can. And then, accompanied by the sounds of the rain falling beside me and the gentle breaths of a woman who hates me, I start cleaning the room.